It's PBA basketball by 1891 here on Triangle Media for today's in-state matchup between the Columbus Vipers and the Dothan Snipers. And the opening tip is batted around and grabbed by the Vipers as they work in the half court to our right. Cheney on the pass out to Daniels. That long two's off the mark, but the offensive rebound hauled in with a second chance for Columbus. Mendenhall giving his team a second opportunity. Now Mendenhall from range gets the scoring started with that triple. And the Vipers with the three-pointer on the opening possession. So the Snipers will now have their first crack on the offensive end in the black and yellow uniforms in the half court to our left. Thomas runs the offense, gets in the lane, but he's triple teamed and turns it over. So the Vipers begin with a three and then a steal in the defensive end. This time three-pointer off the heel. Rebound loose in the lane. Nice takedown from Anthony Daniels. Daniels grabbed the offensive rebound. Or rather, Daniels missed the shot on the first possession that Mendenhall was able to grab the rebound on. And this time Daniels with the nice tackle in the lane, bringing down Bristol going after the loose rebound. Near turnover for the Snipers. Deep three on that pull-up, off the mark for Neal. And here come the Vipers. Vipers and Snipers matching up here in Georgia. White thought about the three, instead passes it off. Cheney on the drive and the kick. Three-pointer popped out. It was halfway in for Daniels. A lot of threes in the early going between these two. Nice pass from Neal inside, but the turnaround shot rims off for Bristol. Vipers in transition. Daniels missed the layup down low. But he was fouled from behind by Bristol, and Anthony Daniels will shoot the first free throws of the evening. And Daniels sinks the first. And the Vipers have scored the first 5 points tonight, as Daniels makes both of the free throw line. Neal on the attack, gets right to the rack. Couldn't finish, but there to clean it up is Bristol inside for the first bucket for the Snipers tonight. Bristol with the putback and makes it 5-2. Open three for Daniels, and this time he connects. 5 straight points for Anthony Daniels as he hits the triple, and it's a 6-point lead for the Vipers. Thomas will go down low to Bristol. Good pass to the cutting Jackson in the lane. That fadeaway shot rims in. Tough shot from Trey Jackson, who had 17 points last year in a matchup with the Vipers. Gets on the board here today. Makes it a 4-point game, and now a chance for the Snipers to cut into that deficit further. Running shot, no good for Tyson. And the rebound got knocked out of bounds, it looked like, by the Vipers. So the Dothan Snipers will keep it. And inbound on the baseline. Jackson with the good feed down low, but Bristol couldn't finish the turnaround. The pull up from the elbow. Cheney's off the mark. Fighting for his own rebound, he deflects it out. to White, and the Vipers keep possession. Daniels thought about the three, instead dribbles inside the arc and missed that pull-up. Snipers can make it a one-possession game with a basket here. Bristol on the mid-range, airballed it. And in transition, the reverse is up and in as Cortez Cheney gets the basket and a timeout taken. The Vipers with the 10-4 lead here in the first quarter. You're watching PBA basketball by 1891 on Triangle Media. Out of the timeout, Snipers with the basketball down by 6. Needing to use the timeout to try to regroup here early on. And a foul on that running shot in the lane, which will send Trey Jackson to the line.
He said foul on 6. TC foul on TCT.
Cornelius Thomas picks up the personal for the Vipers. Jackson at the line for the first Sniper free throws. He snipes the first one in. When these two teams played a few months ago, Jackson went for 17-7 against the Vipers. But it was a 104-82 victory for Columbus as Jackson hits both. And the Snipers back within 4, almost at the midway point of the opening quarter, just underway here in Georgia. Cheney, the top scorer for the Vipers. Can't hit that step back, but he tracks down his own miss. Second chance for Cheney. He'll dish it off inside, and there to finish off the window is Daniels. A big first quarter for Anthony Daniels.
Yeah.
He has 7 of the first 12 points for the Vipers. Now Cheney with the theft. Mendenhall can't hit the 3. And the Snipers will try to clear it. It looks like Thomas may have turned it over. He was double teamed in the backcourt on that full court press from the Vipers and looked like he stepped on the baseline. The Snipers turn it over. White on the pull-up. Can't knock down the 3. The Snipers trying to deal with this backcourt pressure. Get it into the forecourt. So that 3 way off by Bristol. Gets deflected out to Neal, who hits the corner triple. And that cuts the deficit in half, making it a one-possession game. Oh, a pretty reverse for Daniels, who's leading all scorers here in the opening quarter. Knocked down the 3 earlier. Hit a couple of foul shots. And now finishing at the rim as well as he shows his range. The leaner rims out for Jackson. Cheney steps into the open shot, but it's too long. Corner 3, off the mark for Tyson, but the Snipers clean up the miss. Make it a 3-point game. Mendenhall's 3 off the mark. And Cheney knocks the rebound out of bounds. Alquan Mendenhall got the scoring started tonight, hit that 3-pointer on the first possession, but has been empty since. With a timeout on the floor and a 3-point game here late in the first quarter. Snipers with the basketball down 3 out of the timeout. Neal for the tie. Hits the step back. And we're tied up at 14. Our first tie since tipping it off. Philip Jumper for Thomas, off the mark. Nice rebound for Jordan Neal, skying through the air. Sets up his teammate Tyson, and he rattles in a three. Out of the timeout, the Snipers with back-to-back triples to take the lead. They're up 17-14, just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Snipers are in front for the first time. White on the dribble drive, gets to the rim but couldn't finish. Bristol was able to alter that shot. And Thomas gets the putback for Columbus to make it a 1-point game. So Bristol with a nice defensive play, but Cornelius Thomas there to clean it up. Little scoop shot off the mark for Thomas. Octavius Thomas, both teams with a Thomas on the roster. Here's Mendenhall. Can't hit that three-pointer. And Mendenhall visibly frustrated as he's gone cold since the opening possession. Mendenhall is one of the sharpshooters for Columbus. I remember a game last year when Mendenhall had 5 threes in the first quarter alone. But taking a little bit longer to warm up tonight for the Vipers as they trail by 1 in the final minutes of the first quarter. Snipers break the press. Open three for Thomas is knocked through. Octavius Thomas with the three to give the Snipers a 4-point edge. And a foul on the other end. As the Vipers hurry down the floor, they'll get some free throws out of it. So Octavius Thomas hits the three on one end, and now Cornelius Thomas for Columbus will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Cornelius had a big game a few months ago against these Snipers, posting a double-double with 24 points and 11 rebounds as he hits the free throw here. Second one's no good. So the Snipers have a 3-point lead in the basketball here in the final 2 minutes of the first quarter. And they turn it over. The Vipers with a steal. White for the tie. He connects. And we're all tied at 20. The step back is short for Tyson. And the Vipers off to the races. Mendenhall feeds the cutter, but the layup no good in the lane for Hawkins. Mendenhall deflects the pass out of bounds, and the Snipers will inbound in their half court. The catch and shoot is buried at the foul line by Trey Jackson.
Y'all gotta make some.
Cheney's pull-up threes off the heel. Jackson with the rebound. Final minute of the opening quarter. Snipers up 2 as they turn it over in the backcourt. The Euro and the finish for Cornelius Thomas. Gets the steal and the bucket to tie it up at 22. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. That three-pointer is short. Second chance for the Snipers. And a nice play, but Rivers blows the layup at the rim. Final 10 seconds of the opening quarter. Mendenhall hits the three. And the first quarter ends just how it started. A Mendenhall three to give the Vipers the lead. 25-22, Columbus is in front after one quarter. You're watching PBA basketball by 1891 here on Triangle Media.
Who scored the last what? The last.
So we start the second quarter here in a one-possession game. And the Snipers look like they got the and one there on the putback try with a chance to tie it up here on the opening possession of the second quarter. They're going to count the bucket, so Trey Jackson on the putback gets the finish and the foul. Well, the old-fashioned three-point play for the Snipers, tied up here at 25 seconds into the second quarter. Hawkins spinning into the lane, lost the basketball, and the Vipers will turn it over.
CT.
Neal airballs the floater in the lane. The Snipers will keep it here.
It was 25-22. I mean, it was 25-24.
Thomas into the corner for Jackson. Three-pointer's too long. Put back is good for Neal. And now a steal for Jackson. He gets the layup. A 4-point burst for the Snipers to jump back ahead by 4, 29-25. Early in the second quarter. The pull-up was good, but a whistle.
Has anybody on the Vipers scored this section? Did you stop doing that again? I don't remember. Oh no, I stopped. I let it run.
Thomas turns it over, and the Vipers have the steal, but they turn it right back. The two teams exchange turnovers, and here's a layup on the other end for Trey Jackson. The Snipers are up 7. It's their largest lead tonight. Cheney on the nice take draws the whistle. And Cortez Cheney will go to the line. Cheney's the top scorer for these Vipers. He had 33 points in a prior matchup against the Snipers, but has gotten off to a relatively quiet first half tonight. The first one from the line's good.
Yeah.
Running shot good for Neal. A single-man offense for the Snipers. Jordan Neal brought it up, got right to the tin, and finished off the window. And the lead back to 7. Moody having to get rid of that one inside. Three-pointer is going to bound in for White. Got the shooter's bounce there for the triple, making it a 4-point game.
Let's go, y'all.
There's a trip by Cheney out on the perimeter, trying to keep up with Neal. And the Snipers will inbound.
Way to work, Trey.
Bristol connects on the turnaround, and the Snipers lead by 6. Robinson, nice move but couldn't finish. Cheney gets pushed down low after the rebound. And Ernest Tyson will pick up the foul. The Vipers will inbound.
Yeah.
They get it into Moody on the block. The power up. And a loose rebound. Looked like it touched Tyson for the Snipers last on the way out of bounds. So the Vipers get another opportunity. Moody with the spin. And the running shot's kissed in. Nice take by Moody, who did not play at all in the first quarter. Came in here after the Hawkins ejection and gets the nice basket there to make it a 4-point game. The runner, good for Neal. The high arcing shot falls through for Jordan Neal. And the Snipers move back ahead by 6.
He said he just ain't playing a long time. He feeling it.
Moody, nice post move. Couldn't finish, but he gets the foul. And Varian Moody will go to the line.
Oh, no, mine.
So Moody turns it into a 4-point deficit for the Vipers here, almost midway through the second quarter. McMillan knocked down on his running shot. And Anthony McMillan on the other end of the floor will go to the line for a pair. McMillan misses the first.
Did he make that? He made that? Oh.
McMillan makes the second.
No, he only made that
And
one.
the Snipers are up by 5. Robinson's pass off the mark. He was trying to go inside to Moody, but threw it over his head and out of bounds. Snipers hurry in the front court. Pull-up jumper. Good from the free throw line. Dolphins really gotten going on the offensive end as they're up by 7. Chaney on the deep pull-up. Can't hit. And the rebound ricochets out of bounds. So the Vipers are one and done, and right now it's all Snipers here. Up by 7 with the basketball. They trailed for the majority of the opening quarter. They're now in full control of this one. Snipers being patient. Turnaround shot for Bristol is way off the mark. And a fast break opportunity as the Vipers push it ahead and get the layup for Robinson.
Get a stop!
Neal thought about the 3. Instead goes inside to Bristol, who lost the basketball. And then commits the steal in the backcourt. And LeVert Bristol, looking down at his hands as he let that one slip away, commits the foul, and the Vipers will have it.
Bart, you good? Bart, you good? You good? Oh, okay. I thought he was something wrong with your hand.
So Bristol checks himself out, and the Vipers draw a little bit closer on that three-pointer. They make it a one-possession game. Now a travel called against the Snipers. So So Columbus gets it back with a chance to tie here on a basket. Trey Jackson, one of the top scorers for the Snipers, comes out of the game.
If he would have just went on with it. You really is.
Cheney. A little pick and roll. And we're all tied as Cornelius Thomas hits the pull-up. The Vipers have gone on a 7-0 run to tie up the game here at 41 late in the first half. Three-pointer no good for McMillan. Cheney's three clinks the heel. Rebound being knocked around like a pinball. And we'll see who touched it last. We'll stay with the Vipers. A chance to take the lead back for the first time in a while. And the floater, good for Cornelius Thomas to put Columbus back on top. So a 9-0 run for Columbus to move back ahead. With just over 3 minutes to go until halftime. Three-pointer rims in and out for Tyson. But the putback good. That rebound goes out of bounds off the Snipers. So the Vipers with a second chance here on this end. And a timeout on the floor. 3 minutes left in the first half. We're all tied. You're watching PBA basketball by 1891 on Triangle Media. Out of the timeout, the Vipers inbounding in a tied ball game. Nice spin by Moody, but he gets the ball ripped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daniel George. So the Vipers will inbound again. Moody. Oh, it rims off. Good passing from the Snipers. Reversing directions to the other end of the floor for the open three. The Snipers are back in front, 46-43. Foul against Jordan Neal and the Snipers. We'll send Jalen Robinson to the free throw line. So it's a one-point game here late in the first half. But the Snipers push it right back to three. For the tie. Oh, it rims in and out. And a foul on the rebound against Columbus. So we go down to the other end for some free throws for Daniel George and the Snipers.
Yeah, there's way too much going on.
Two-possession game late in the first half. Moody gets the finish inside. And they'll call a delay game on Moody for hitting the basketball after the bucket. Good second quarter, though, for Moody since coming in off the bench, replacing the ejected Marcel Hawkins. And he's made some nice moves inside. Three-pointer good for the Snipers. Trying to keep Columbus at an arm's length. Here's Cheney, coast to coast, draws the foul. Des Cole picks up the personal. And Cortez Cheney will go back to the line for the Vipers.
Turn around.
Three-point game here late in the first half. Neal saves himself from the turnover. That off-balance shot off the mark for Tyson. Fast break and the finger roll for the Vipers. Robinson putting it through to make it a one-point game. Pull up three, doesn't go for Neal. Second chance, and the Snipers cash in on the three. And now the Vipers turn it over. Final minute of the first half. Snipers up 4 with a chance to add on. Tyson's three, air ball. And a foul in the backcourt as the Vipers are trying to get out in transition. And Robinson can't hit the first free throw. It's a 3-point game in the final minute of the first half. Cole, airball that three. Rebound, picked up and put back through by Jackson. The Snipers have really cashed in on some second chance opportunities as they get a steal. Jackson's three, no good, but there's nobody but Snipers around, and they get the bucket to beat the buzzer from Ernest Tyson. What a finish to the first half for the Snipers as they lead by 7 at the half. You're watching PBA Basketball by 1891 on Triangle Media. So we start the second half with the Snipers leading by 7. They get the basketball first, now working in the half court to our right. A strong finish to that first half for the Snipers. Take the lead back and push it up to 3 possessions. As they open up the third quarter with a turnover, Ernest Tyson stepped on the boundary. And so the Vipers immediately get the basketball here for the first time. Columbus down by 7. Looking to claw back in it. They were down 7 in the second quarter before going on a 9-0 run to take the lead back. Unable to start the run here is Daniels as he missed the corner three. Bristol can't hit that runner. Jackson saving it for his team. Second chance, but they will turn it over. The Vipers get the steal. Mendenhall with the theft. And now Mendenhall hits his third three of the game. Mendenhall got the first basket of the first half, and now the first basket here in the second half. Both from beyond the arc. 4-point game. Here's a steal. White with the steal for the Vipers. Mendenhall can't hit it this time. Thomas connects from distance. And the Snipers are back up by 7. Now Daniels blew that layup down the floor. Neal, nice adjustment but couldn't finish. And it leads to the easy bucket down the floor for Columbus. Cornelius Thomas was all by himself as he laid it in to make it a 5-point game. Three-pointer air ball by Jackson. Neal can't hit the floater. Here's a third chance for the Snipers in the possession. They've done a good job on the offensive glass, and it leads to another basket here as the Snipers push their lead back to 7. Step back for Cheney. Bottoms it. Couldn't finish, but Neal draws the foul. Almost got the bucket to go. Jordan Neal will head to the line. Nice possession there by the Vipers to get the bucket. A little give and go inside. It's a 4-point game here in the second half. And now a whistle. And it looks like the Snipers turned it over against the full court press. So the Vipers get the ball back after the bucket and a chance to make it a one-possession game here with points on this possession. Cheney rims in and out on the turnaround. Three-pointer is good for Neal. And the Snipers are back up 7. Mid-range pull-up. Rims off for White. Three-pointer doesn't go for Neal this time, but the putback falls for Jackson. A lot of second-chance points for the Snipers, and a timeout on the floor as the Snipers are up by 9 here almost midway through the third. It's PBA basketball by 1891 on Triangle Media. Out of the timeout, the Vipers with the basketball, now down by 9. Can't convert on that pull-up out of the timeout. But the rebound went out of bounds off the Snipers, it appeared. And so the Vipers will inbound down by 9. Largest lead of this game for the Snipers. And they call a foul before the inbounds against Ernest Tyson, as he was holding Cortez Cheney. The Vipers now get it into Thomas. Inside for Moody. Couldn't hit the runner. And the rebound this time out of bounds off the Vipers. So the Snipers with the basketball already up by 9 and a chance to push their lead to double digits here in the third quarter. Bristol fouled on his shot inside. Some impressive work there by Ernest Tyson to finagle his way in the lane. Get that ball to Bristol to begin with. And Bristol draws the foul. Bristol gets his own miss, but I think it's going to be a violation. So the Snipers are up by 10 for the first time, just about midway through the third. And the Vipers have the basketball with some work to do. Instead, they'll turn it over. Snipers get the steal, but Tyson couldn't finish the fast break. Now the Vipers get it back, still down by 10. White gets past his defender and hits the running bank shot. The Vipers trim it back to single digits, down by 8. Three-pointer good. Just when the Vipers make a play, the Snipers have a response, and they lead by 11 for the first time. Running shot kissed in by Cornelius Thomas. And the two teams exchanging buckets here in the third quarter. The Snipers remain up by 9. Bristol's three, too long. Here comes Cheney. Mendenhall from the corner. Can't hit the three. Thomas gets the putback plus the foul on and one. We skip ahead in the action here to the fourth quarter. The Snipers lead by 9, 100-91, with 7 minutes to play. The Vipers have been unable to trim it back within a couple of possessions here in the second half. Here's a chance. Cheney on the drive and the kick. White too strong on the three. Gets his own miss. And a whistle as Mendenhall got knocked to the floor on his three-point try. Anthony McMillan protesting the call. But Alquan Mendenhall will go to the line for 3 big foul shots here for the Vipers. Mendenhall, one of the top shooters for Columbus. It's the first free throw. Good opportunity for him and the Vipers here. And they may have even issued a technical to Anthony McMillan there after the foul.
Yeah, he did.
So what a great opportunity for the Vipers here.
He's going to shoot the tech, too.
We'll get the 3 free throws for Alquan Mendenhall and then the technical free throws. And they started this possession down by 9. We saw Marcel Hawkins get teed up back in the first half for Columbus and ejected. And now Anthony McMillan with the technical for the Snipers. Second free throw good for Mendenhall. And Mendenhall makes all three. So now, time for the technical free throws.
94.
And Mendenhall continues to roll from the stripe. It's just the one technical foul shot. So Mendenhall makes all four at the line. And the Vipers will have possession. They were down 9 to begin. They just scored 4 points. They could get another bucket here. Mendenhall for 3 off the front rim. Alquan Mendenhall was going for their 7-point possession. Instead, settles for the 4 free throws, and now on the other end, a foul committed. That looks like we'll send Trey Jackson to the line. Cortez Chaney fouled him after the offensive rebound. And Trey Jackson hits the first. And Jackson puts the Snipers back up by 7. Pull up 3 for Chaney. Good. A huge shot for Cortez Chaney. And he makes it a 2-possession game. 102-98 with just over 6 to play.
Pee-wee, dog. Take that. That's big.
Now Chaney with the near steal. Here comes a double team on Thomas as he gives it off to Bristol.
Yeah.
And an offensive foul call against Levert Bristol and the Snipers.
Yeah.
The Vipers get it back with a chance to make it a 1-possession game here.
I love this.
Chaney, the drive and the kick. The 3 is off the back iron for Daniels. And the ball goes out of bounds off of the Vipers. So a missed opportunity there for Columbus. And the Snipers can try to get a little more breathing room here on this possession. Scoop shot good. Tough basket there for Octavius Thomas. Snipers lead by 6. Euro step for Chaney, but the runner is short. Put back good. So Octavius Thomas with the basket on one end, and Cornelius Thomas responds with a bucket of his own on the other. Back to a 2-possession game, just about midway through the 4th. And now Tyson throws it away, stolen by the Vipers. 3 ball, good for Mendenhall. It's a 1-point game midway through the 4th. A 12-4 run for the Vipers to get it back to 1. Closest they have been in quite some time. As Trey Jackson draws the foul on his running shot, and Jackson will go to the line.
Look. No, I'm not sure. I'm talking about Moody.
Couple of missed free throws, huge misses for the Snipers. And the Vipers now with a chance to take the lead back. Daniels connects on the triple. And the Vipers are in front, 106-104. First lead in quite some time for Columbus. But it's fleeting as we're all tied up at 106 after that bucket for Jordan Neal. There was a 9-point lead just a few moments ago for the Snipers as Chaney hits that floater to put the Vipers back on top. It's an 18-6 run for Columbus to move ahead by a basket. And a foul now called against the Vipers out on the perimeter. It's a 2-point game with less than 4 to play.
You wanna let him foul
Been a
out?
fun one here tonight in Georgia.
You gonna let him foul out, or you gonna put Jalen in?
They both got 4. Next foul bonus for both teams.
He hurt. One on hers.
Both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way on any fouls for the final 3:43. Snipers will inbound here under their basket, down by 2. A deep 3 from the volleyball line, not close for Octavius Thomas. Shot clock must have been winding down. White on the pull-up. Flanks the 3. Second chance for White. Passes it off. Open triple try for Daniels is buried. And Anthony Daniels gives the Vipers a 5-point lead. The floater good for Ernest Tyson.
Look at what you got.
Cheney hits from the parking lot. And the Snipers fall behind by 6 now with 2.5 to go. A huge 3 for Cortez Cheney to double the Columbus Vipers lead late in this one. Oh, that layup no good. Inside for Neal. A big miss. And the Snipers deflect the pass out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. The Vipers up by 6. Out of the timeout, the catch and shoot 3 from Mendenhall is off the mark, but rebounded by Columbus. Cheney hits another triple. And Cortez Cheney is taking over as the Vipers are up by 9, and the Snipers just threw it away. Final 2 minutes, and the Vipers lead by 9 with the basketball. What a turnaround. They trailed by 9 with under 7 minutes to play. As Cheney draws the foul. And Cheney will go to the line, it looks like, for 3 foul shots. Another huge play late in this one. We're down to 1:45. The Vipers are already up by 9. And they can certainly push the lead into double figures here from the stripe.
Sit down.
Why he was shooting a 2 or a 3?
I thought he was shooting. I really thought he was shooting.
First one rattles in.
Said 3. You made the first one? Yes, ma'am. He made that one.
And Cheney hits all 3. It's a 29-8 run for the Vipers over the last 5 minutes of basketball. Unbelievable fourth quarter.
Thank you. Damn.
That 3-pointer rattles in for Tyson. That was much needed for the Snipers. Getting it back to single digits, but they may not have enough time left. Trailing by 9, 1:20 to go. Cheney, deep 2 on the pull-up. Can't hit this one.
Way to get up, huh?
And the Snipers with the basketball. Down by 9, needing quick points. Here's a quick basket as Bristol lays it in. It's a 7-point game. Heading under a minute to go. Nice finish with contact. as White was hanging and banging for the bucket. And it looks like a timeout taken here to avoid a turnover for the Snipers with 48 seconds to go in a 9-point game. So out of the timeout, the Snipers with the ball down 9, running out of time. Looks like they're going to count the bucket there for Neal. On a basket interference on that layup try for Jordan Neal, as somebody grabbed the rim from the Vipers trying to defend the shot. And actually, after a conversation, it looks like they're going to change that call. So no basket, and the Vipers with the ball up 9. Cheney finishes with the foul on the finger roll. What a fourth quarter for the Vipers, and it has been led by this man, Cortez Cheney. The Vipers were down by 9 with less than 7 minutes to go. And now they're up by 12 in the final minute. This game really turned on that possession where Alquan Mendenhall was fouled on 3, hit all 3 foul shots, and then a technical was assessed as well, and it was a 4-point possession for Mendenhall. Since then, the Vipers have been on a run. An impressive dunk back there by Jordan Neal, but it's not going to be enough for the Snipers as they'll start to intentionally foul. It's a 10-point lead. 22 seconds to go, and Mendenhall at the line to ice it as he hits the first. A 12-point game, final 20 seconds as we play out the string. Jackson hits the 3. And the Vipers will dribble it out. What a turnaround in the fourth quarter for Columbus. They were down by 9, and they outscored the Snipers by 16 in the final 7 minutes for the victory tonight. A come-from-behind win for the Vipers as they beat the Snipers in this one, 127-120. This has been PBA Basketball by 1891 here on Triangle Media.
Good handle. What a shot.